Hey guys, I'm Dov, and today I'm back with more Total War Warhammer 2 online action. Today we're back with the Dwarves, having a look at a battle versus the Greenskins. So yes, indeed, this is a grudge match. It's actually Shetland Apache fighting Morgengrat in a recent tournament. So let's get to the army compositions here. Shetland Apache's Dwarves. He's got a Rune Lord leading the way. Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin, Rune of Hearth and Home, and of course being on the chair, he's got that map-wide 15% magic resistance for everybody. In terms of the rest of the army, he's got 2 units of Iron Drakes, definitely a fun pick. We'll see how they do here. These are the flaming version, it is worth noting. He's got some Longbeards out on the flank there. Looks like the Grumbling Guard, Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, a couple of them. We've got some Thunderers as well. Dragonback Slayers with a Thane, probably looking to get that weakness to fire item. Yes, indeed. Plus 22% weakness to fire. Let's see here. We've got some Bugman's Rangers up front with some XP chevrons, Longbeards, some Miners with blasting charges as well. And that's pretty much it. So very interesting dwarf army for the Greenskins here. They're scattered all over the place, but over here we've got some goblins, mangy marauders, a couple of units of black orcs, a rock lobber. In this patch of woods here we've got an orc boar chariot, Azag the Slaughter, more black orcs and more goblins. Looks like rock lobber, the hammer of Gork way over on the far side, more goblins, the Rusty Heirs, and then hidden over on the side here we've got a sneaky Vanguard, Turket Squigs, Wolf Rider Archers, 2 of them, and a Night Goblin Shaman. So without further ado, let's get the battle rolling. Very interesting deployment from Morgengrat to spread out all over the field here with his rock lobbers in various positions. It's going to make it very hard for the dwarves to get to the rock lobbers, and I guess that's sort of the intention there, to just allow them to be able to fire away unimpeded. So yeah, oh man, look at that bubbling in the swamp there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Gross. Anyway, the rocks being lobbed by the rock lobber. Who would have thought? Going to be making some not too solid a contact. A nice swing and a miss there on those Iron Drakes. You can see so far the ambush force not quite being deployed yet. It looks like Wand of Jet was used on that Night Goblin Shaman to give him a bit of Winds Magic at first. And you can see Shetland's pushing forward, obviously smells some kind of sneaky schemes. Not really sure what to expect though. And yeah, this is going to give Morgengrat a position on both sides here. You can see Azag starts to come out of the woods, Rusty Heirs and some of these other units are pushing around to get a full envelopment. And the Dawi are going to circle the wagons here. Oh man, these Bugman's Rangers are going to start to take some heat though from the various rock lobbers there. So that's pretty unfortunate. But it does look like they're returning fire on that rock lobber crew. So all's fair in love and war at the end of the day. Meanwhile, the mangy marauders looks like they're opening up shots, and the ambush force has been sprung here, but it does look like Shetland Apache has spotted it. He's going to be pulling back his Thunderers, putting these Dwarf Warriors into a protecting position. And yeah, the goblins are coming back to push those Bugman's Rangers off, so that they're not shooting the rock lobber crew, but then the other Bugman's Rangers coming forward to do the same thing. Looks like, ooh, very nicely done. Iron Drake's just roasting these gobos from the side. Looks like some blasting charges also coming in. So yeah, those gobos are not long for this world. Oh man, more blasting charges going off. But very nicely done here with these Orc Boar Chariots charging into the side of those Longbeards there. Azag also comes down to get into these Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. The Slayers are trying to come around the rock here to get on him. I don't think they'll get there in time. But Turket Squigs are getting cleaned up by those Grumbling Guards. Managed to do some really nice damage to the Dwarf Warriors there. But looks like some other Longbeards here being used to zone out the Mangy Marauders. Very nicely done there. Fate of Unina going down on those Grumbling Guard. Thankfully, with that extra magic resistance, these guys should be okay. They're definitely going to take a lot of damage, but that sweet 40% because of the Rune Lord is going to be great. The Boar Chariot does get in to the Iron Drakes here, which is a little bit unfortunate for them. But the Dawi Crossfire here just turning to shoot from every angle. You can see the other Iron Drakes. Ooh, looks like they're maybe going to get into these Bugman's Rangers here. But Black Orcs starting to emerge from the woods and getting roasted by these Iron Drakes. So let's get an awesome cinematic shot of that going down right there. Looks like the Iron Drake's going to be pulling back, but blasting charges from the side. and then the miners also going to be kind of interrupting the advance here as well. And yeah, with the Orc chariot getting dragged down by Slayers, and there's also plenty of Overwatch fire here as well. The Thunderers opening up shots, the Thanes in here, and oh man, Iron Drake's just roasting the Black Orcs up on the hill there. Rune Lord also helping to see these chariots off, so yeah, they're going to be routed off, and the Dawi are going to be relatively secure here. Dirk and Squigs do come back from route, get into these Thunders, shut them down momentarily. Fortunately, they just aren't going to have the sustained fighting power to take them down, and the Iron Drakes, oh man, the Iron Drakes just roasting these Black Orcs. Despite the fact the Iron Drakes are really meant more against light infantry, they'll do perfectly fine against heavy armor, honestly. Yeah, those Black Orcs are not too happy about their life decisions at this point. That being said, the Rock Lobbers are still firing away, at least 2 of them are. This other one has been shut down by the true Patriots of the Dawi, Bugman's Rangers. Definitely one of my favorite units on the Dawi roster. I think the lore of them just like chugging beer to regenerate the whole battle is super cool. But anyway, these Bugman's Rangers unfortunately having to be used in combat. Does look like map-wide wall going down, going to be buffing up all these Black Orcs in various units, but the crossfire from the Iron Drakes here is pretty extreme. Azag comes down to try and shut them down here, so a little bit of chaos in the Dawi lines, which is definitely not what they want, but the Rune Lord here going to secure. And a very nice use of the Dwarf Warriors with great weapons there, catching those Black Orcs before they're able to catch those Iron Drakes, and the Iron Drakes then going to open up shots and get that nice burnt effect. And oh man, look at the Rune Lord just unleashing his magic hammer as the fire and brimstone comes through. We'll be routing off those Black Orcs there. And yeah, Dawi look to be pulling ahead on the balance of power despite everything. They're definitely resecuring the back lines here. You can see anywhere where the Greenskins come in, there's just going to be really nice layering. That's one thing that Shetland does a great job when he plays Dwarves, is layering his various lines of fire. So you've got, anywhere you charge in, you've got multiple units shooting in from multiple angles, and it's just super hard to play against. You can see the Black Orcs are dragging down the last of the Dwarf Warriors there, but here come the Grumbling Guard with their awesome vigor coming in the late game, going to catch these Black Orcs in the flank, and the fire, of course, getting some good damage done. Looks like actually roasted out a couple of them there. Unfortunately, the Rock Lobbers are still online, but they probably don't have a whole lot of ammo left, and the Iron Drakes are still just roasting away at these Black Orcs. Look like those Bugman's Rangers have used up all their ammo. Thunder's also firing in, doing some good armor-piercing damage. And yeah, at this point, the Greenskin leadership is not doing too hot, considering the losses they've taken. You can see Black Orcs getting routed off here. These Black Orcs probably not long for this world either. And oh no, the Gobos. Run, Gobos, look! Fire! Dragonback Slayers getting in here. The Iron Drake's having some fun as well. Looks like another Fate of Unit going off, but again, because of that Rune Lord's magic resistance, that map-wide magic resistance, it's going to make the Dwarf units super hard to kill with direct magic damage like that, so good stuff. Azag taking a few volleys here. He's been kind of poked away continuously the whole battle, and he's not too happy. Dwarf Warriors holding up these Black Orcs here, and more Iron Drake fire coming in, just bathing them in flame here, and poor Orc Boy, despite the fact he's standing in water, is not going to get saved here. And the Black Orcs, with them going off the field, it's pretty much going to be GG. There's not a whole lot else that can be done here. There are still a few Wolf Riders fighting. Looks like the Longbeard's doing well to hold out against them. Some Rusty Arrows still firing over here as well. But for this point, it's more or less done for. So we'll watch these Rusty Arrows just get bathed in fire. And oh man, Iron Drakes are such a cool unit. I'm glad they have a little bit of a place. I mean, I definitely wouldn't recommend them in every matchup, but certainly if you're expecting a faction with a lot of light armor, the Iron Drakes can do some devastating damage. Looks like they're a little bit short there on that shot, but yeah. Not too much longer here, and the Greenskin forces will be giving up the fight. Just sort of soaking up some last few cinematics of these Mangy Marauders fighting. These other units getting chased off. Man, the Grumbling Guard, man, those guys can really hustle. Look at them rumble. And yeah, we'll fast forward a little bit through this late game, as it's mostly just you know, a cleanup phase. Not really a whole lot to it. There is plenty of roasting though going on, so we'll grab some more cinematics of that as these Gobos try and get up and around to where these Bugman's Rangers are fighting, kind of making their stand in this little rocky outcropping. This is a cool shot right here. They're kind of defending this little rocky area against these goblins here. We're going to be pushing them back, and the fire also pushing the goblins back. So fun stuff. Thanks to Shetland for posting that in the tournament Discord. Definitely a lot of fun to watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. In terms of the army breakdown here, yeah, man, those Iron Drakes, I know they didn't get any XP chevrons, but they're the champions in my heart, and they definitely did enough damage that combined with, you know, the Thunderers and the Bugman's Rangers and everything, we're able to carry the day against the units that mattered, namely these Black Orcs here, helping to take down the Chariots, of course, very key. The Rock Lobbers from Morgengrat, you can see the difference that the Regiment of Renown makes here. 46 kills on the Hammer of Gork. You know, I kind of understand the idea of it, but it can be tough. I think this is a matchup that the Greenskins can take a lot of different ways, and this kind of try and spread the Dwarves out, hit them from multiple angles and everything, can definitely work. Personally, probably just because it's a bit memeier, but I like going with the All Gobbo Vanguard. You get super cost-effective use of like Nasty Skulkers, Squig Hoppers, and everything just right out of the gate, charging your opponent in the face. But yeah, Morgengrat opting to go with a little bit of a different strategy here. And Shetland able to kind of pick him apart with the missiles there. And holy cow, 170 kills on those Slayers, not to be underestimated. So yeah, fun stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you do like this sort of content, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button, so every time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.